In this video, we're going to go over kerning and tracking. These two options help us adjust the spacing that happens either in our title graphics or in our body text. One is used for one and one is used for the other. So very first thing that we're going to do is to adjust our workspace. When we do this, we should be able to get more of our tools up here on our toolbar. So I'm going to go to Windows here to Workspace. Right now it's on Essentials, and I'm going to go to Printing and Proofing. And when I do that, it opens up these other options for me while I'm working in my type. It also inadvertently took my character box or my typography box down. First things first, I'm going to grab my text tool key, and I'm going to go in here in between the W and the O, hold down Option and use the arrow keys on the keyboard. And when I'm doing this kind of an activity, I'm kerning. So I'm kerning some of the letter forms between each other that are more of a graphic. I would not do this in this entire paragraph here. That's where we're going to get into what's better known as tracking. Now if we zoom in here, we're going to see that our body text, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to zoom in and then I'm going to go to normal, and you notice I already have a line set up that I'm going to try to kern to. I'm not going to try to kern to the edge of the box. And see, it's not kerning, it's actually tracking or adjusting the spacing. And so that's where I'm using the wrong word with the same intent. I'm interested in you adjusting your spacing. So with my text tool, I should be able to go in here and click, you can go 1, 2, 3, and click the whole paragraph, or you can go in here and go 1, 2, and you should be able to click the whole line. And I want to get things to be a little bit more evened out towards this line. I might first start by adjusting the text itself a little bit to get me up a little bit more in the ballpark. And I might decide that I want to take this down. So up here is that tracking component that we use. If we go to Windows and we go to Utilities and to Type and to Character, that option will also be on that panel as well. So we can see that same option right here. So this is the same option as we find up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click it twice. I don't ever want to go more than twice in one direction or the other. And I'm not going to do this so it's absolutely perfect. I'm really just looking to kind of smooth it out so that it doesn't look wonky. And usually we don't have to do this for every line. And this is what we call tracking or adjusting the spacing. So when I want you to smooth the rag of your text or the edge of your text, this is what I'm asking you to do. Here, I might take this and pop it up twice, so go 1, 2, to get the TO to move over on its own. In some cases, we might decide to put a hard return in, and that's fine if we know that we absolutely don't have any more adjustments to make. But if you have someone who is editing your text and then you go back and you have to replace it, you're going to have these weird spaces that occur in your body text, and so you don't want that to happen. So once again, kerning is something I do between the letter forms. Tracking is something I do with my lines of text. So I'm going to have to work on this one to get this smooth and this one to get this smooth. I also want to look at some options for my title here. So I have form here, and I want to take this up and make this F much bigger because I see an opportunity to sort of tuck contrast of and form together. Let's maybe take this all the way to 90. 90 would be good. All right, there we go. And I might have to go in here between the F and the O, hold down Option, use the arrow key, and adjust that just a bit. And then I'm going to go and move this text box up to the top. Now you notice that I have one text box on top That's the form, and one in the back, which is my contrast of. And it's complicated when you have these things overlapping to find one text box over the other. If you push down Command as you click in that space, you can see it will select the other top text box so that you can move it. I think that's a really nice, helpful thing to know. I also like to keep my text boxes a little bit tighter to the type itself so that it really helps me control the space. So those are some of the things that are the differences between tracking and adjusting the tracking to smooth the rag and kerning between the letter forms to adjust it. See, like this space right there is so big you can drive a truck through it. So I'm going to go offline and correct that right now.